Today's public safety communications technologies are changing at a staggering pace, creating countless new ways to collect and share life-saving information. Agencies are being sold the latest and greatest devices, software, and applications, but often, these technologies do not work together. The ability of emergency response agencies to talk across disciplines and jurisdictions via the radio or exchange voice and data with one another on demand, in real time, and when needed is called interoperability. But it's more than just technology that makes it happen. Relationships need to be established in advance, procedures need to be practiced, and legal agreements must be in place ahead of time. That way, these systems will work together to actively support joint operations. If adjacent jurisdictions have the same radio talk group or frequency but have them named differently, interoperability has not been achieved. Common naming standards are the beginning of the process. First responders need to use the same jargon, channel IDs, and have compatible technology. An interoperability system is made up of people, policies, and processes and depends on each of those elements to be successful. Proper training of both technicians and users of the system is essential. Too often, the people on both sides of the radio are insufficiently trained, which will lead to communications failures. Colorado's North Central region, which includes the Denver metro area, utilizes a group of mutual aid channels to facilitate radio communications between jurisdictions for incidents that cross boundaries or require assistance from the neighbors. Today's radios are capable of over 1,000 channels, and often, agencies try to program in every possible frequency. The problems this poses include keeping the information current, ensuring notifications of changes are shared with other agencies, the cost and time to reprogram equipment, making sure the information is programmed correctly. If one agency changes something, then all radios using that system need to be reprogrammed. The use of national, state, regional, and local interoperable channels has proved very effective in reducing the need to reprogram. To the NCR include regional trunk systems as well as simplex or direct channels or talk groups that go directly from device to device and don't diminish network capabilities. These would include several 8-call and 8-tack talk groups, as well as other interoperable frequencies which can be found in the NCR's Tactical Interoperable Communications Plan and the National Interoperability Field Operations Guide. Ask your radio specialist for a copy of these documents. Each contain a wealth of information which may come in handy at your next incident. There are also some interconnections between some of the systems. This link is called ISSI, which stands for Inter-RF Subsystem Interface, and allows voice communication on different vendor networks, which means first responders don't need to carry multiple radios in order to talk to other jurisdictions. Another key link for communications interoperability is governance. What that means is there needs to be formal relationships established between jurisdictions which create a shared understanding of how communications will work during a crisis or other mutual aid event. Without those relationships and planning, first responders are not set up to succeed and communication failures will follow. Rules must be established to determine who controls and maintains systems and who has access to the systems. Those rules should be created through collaboration by all stakeholders, and then the users must be trained in how and when to use the various communication systems. Systems that include shared interoperability channels are a simple solution, but users shouldn't be exchanging business cards at a scene because they haven't met their counterpart prior to an event. Interoperability channels and resources used to support an incident should be selected based on system capabilities, including geographic coverage. Colorado's mountainous terrain poses many challenges for effective radio communication. Systems should be tested and documented, then those results distributed to all potential users. A key component to effective comms is the use of a communications unit leader, known as a COM-L. A COM-L is a highly trained individual who understands equipment, coverage, limitations, and capacities of radio systems, as well as how the systems should be used and which frequencies are assigned to the event. They have the ability to de-conflict radio interference with nearby agencies to ensure first responders have an effective system to use. Technology has changed rapidly and will continue to do so. Having the right equipment, right procedures, and a well-trained workforce will play a key part in keeping communication failures to a minimum. We will then be able to ensure our first responders and the citizens of and visitors to Colorado are protected and given the best chance for a positive outcome from any major event through practiced and effective communications.